Hey Klondike, this is Miss Durham back for week 2 of enrichment activities. I hope you are doing well and getting your assignments done. This activity is really great because we're going to be talking about some new concepts. The first thing we're going to talk about is called picture graphs. We can also call picture graphs pictographs. Two different words actually meaning the same thing. So what is a picture graph? Well, graphs, this word right here, what we do with graphs is we create them so that we can see all different kinds of information we collect at once, right? So let's take a look at this graph right here. Graphs are really important. The reason we do them is so that we can compare the information that we collected. So as you can see in my picture graph right here, or my pictograph, there's some really important things that you need to notice. First, every picture graph, has a title, and this is our title of our picture graph right here, Richard's Farm Animals. That is really important because that kind of gives you the information of, okay, where was this information collected? What are we doing with it? Well, in this case, Richard decided to collect information on the farm animals at his farm, right? And what he did is he collected data, and data is spelled D-A-T-A. That's an important vocabulary word, and he probably did something like a census, right? Like that you're seeing at home. Looks like that. Something that's collecting information so that it can better help his farm animals. Now this picture graph, there are other important things. It looks like he collected information and he collected all of his farm and animals that he has at his farm, right? So we see he has goats, cows, chickens, horse, and some pigs. Now, as you're looking at this, you're probably going, why are there more goat pictures than there are pigs? Well, each picture actually represents one animal of that. So if we can see the goats over here, we see that he has 4 goats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he has some cows and some chickens and a horse and a pig. So each picture in a pictograph, each picture in the graph represents one animal each. That is really important that you understand that because it's not like another graph we're going to look at later, but each picture represents one animal. And as you can see, the goats and cows, chickens, horse, and pig, they're all nice and neat in a column. That's so we can read the graph as a whole. We can read it as a whole, which means we can see the bigger picture of things. I like to say that, the bigger picture of things. Because when I see this, I see that he has all those animals put together. Now, with an actual picture graph, we can count the number of animals that he has at his farm. So let's take a look at that. Let's count all the animals all together. All together, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He has 15 animals. Now, let's read this a little bit closer. How many pigs does Richard have at his farm? I'm going to let you tell me by reading the graph, how many pigs does Richard have at his farm? Okay, so if you did it the right way, you were going to look at the bottom, find the pig column, and then you're going to count the number of pigs. 1, 2. So he has 2 pigs. Now, let's count the cows. Can you look for the cows and tell me how many cows does Richard have at his farm? All right, so hopefully you went down to the bottom, find the cow column, and counted the cows. 1, 2, 3. 3 cows. I hope you did that well. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. There's 2 really important words that we use when we read a graph. we are going to say the word least and most because that's what's important. We're comparing the animals, right? So when I say least, what does that mean? Does that mean there's a lot or is there just a few? And comparing it with all the animals, which is the least amount that he has at the farm? What animal has the least amount? So the smallest amount. If you're looking at this picture and you see that there's only, up here I have some goats, down here it looks like I have fewer cows, lots of chickens, some pigs, but look, I only have one horse. So in this case, the smallest amount of animals that he has would be the horse. Okay, last one. The other word we're going to use a lot is the word most. Most means like the biggest amount, right? So looking at the pictograph, what does he have the most of? What animal does he have the most of? You really don't even have to count the pictures to determine that because you can see just based upon how high or how tall a column is, which one has the most. But just for this, we're going to actually count. So I can see, let's count the goats again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like a pretty large amount. I know it's not horse or pig. And cow is kind of halfway in between. But if I look in my middle column with my chickens, I can count those chickens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that chickens, he has the most chickens out of all of them. Chickens. Sorry, you can't really see that down there. Let's pull that up a little bit. Spell chickens right too. There we go. So that's how we read a graph. The picture graphs are really great if you have a small amount of data that you collected. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your NTI enrichment packet and you're going to look for the activity where you are looking at a pictograph and you're going to answer questions. If you have any more questions, you can actually come back to this video and watch it. I hope this has been fun and something different you can do. I hope that you collect information maybe around your house and create a pictograph and you can send it to your teacher. That would be awesome. We hope you stay safe and well. We love you, Klondike Bears. Go Cards.